Hello and welcome to the Kuribros, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime Recap Podcast. I'm your host, the reason ghosts are always moaning, I'm Phoenix. Joining me, like an elevator for the undead because he's always lifting your spirits, it's Andy. How you doing, Andy?
What?
I don't know, I thought of my one like 2 weeks ago or something. I told you I had a good one. I needed something semi-related to do for you, so I was just like, what's a dumb joke I can make about ghosts?
Lifting me up like an elevator. What if I'm also bringing you down?
Well, it's a surefire way to, I fucked up the thing. Why you always give me the runaround, surefire way to speed things up, but all you do is slow me down. There we go. Anyway, speaking of giving us the runaround, we're in filler time. The first half of Season 5 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, wherein we're doing the Kaiba Corporation Grand Prix, which is a bunch of duelists all dueling, although we only ever actually see like 4 of them duel.
I know they have all these just character designs of people that we just don't need to give a crap about. I like to start calling them guys.
Not even character designs. We have these stereotypes of characters.
Character design. That's very true. It's even worse.
Yeah, it's
and
really bad.
I don't even think like some of them have lines. Period.
Yeah, they really don't. They were like, oh, now let's see what's going on with this duel between these other guys. Like, what were your names again?
I'm like getting close to this being worse than Noah.
I'm
getting close.
Pretty bad. Because
this has actually been nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's like the big 5 were named and like they all did something. It didn't introduce a bunch of characters in the Noah arc that did stuff that we did not see and pretended it mattered.
Yeah, and why is every filler, I guess, and even you can include Waking the Dragons, why does every filler have to have some sort of Kaiba's past comes back to haunt him shtick?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here?
In case you couldn't
we have
tell,
nothing
we
else.
think these episodes suck.
You'll probably be able to tell in at least my script, because I think there's times where I just say, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. During your episodes, there was a decent stretch where I just was not watching.
It's fair, because there's a decent stretch during at least that last episode where I was just not watching.
Yeah, I was watching, but like I think this is worse than Noah's Ark, at least from the dueling perspective, because of how many like anime only cards that never exist that they use. I'm like, why'd you do this? Just make a real duel.
There's nothing really to care about. There's nothing really there's nothing really for Yugi to be invested in besides the fact he's just kind of caught up in the mess, which he even comments on in the dub.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to really like get me to care. Like, I don't really care about Siegfried's character or Zig in the sub. And I know there's a little bit of a twist that's going to happen coming up in our next coverage, but even that doesn't feel like it's going to be very earned, and nothing they're really doing to set up for it is like working. And I've been having a hard time watching these episodes, so I'm glad we're going to be like finishing up sooner than later. At least it's shorter.
Yeah, it's a small saving grace.
It's probably the only thing it's got going for it, because none of the new characters work. I really don't give a shit about Siegfried, Leon, Vivian, none of them. There's nothing really like interesting as far as the dueling aspect goes either. You had Joey, so in the last episode we watched Joey and Yugi's grandpa duel. I think that was the main duel. I mean, there was that one like Yugi used some kid's bad deck and somehow plot armored his way to beat an AI, which is, I guess, poetic because I hate AI. But the Yugi grandpa versus Joey duel was kind of really nothing other than Joey being an idiot, which is, I'm getting sick of the filler making Joey out to be as much of a bumbling idiot as he is. And then like sometimes saving him.
Yeah, it makes him out to be an idiot, and Grandpa gets to play the role of pervy old man in these episodes, like every other anime does with any old man.
Which is crazy, because I don't think he ever really touches on that in actual canon stuff. Maybe in the manga. I could be thinking.
Whatever it is,
definitely not in.
Sucks. So we're going to try to make this as painless as possible by making as many jokes as we can, because laughter is the best medicine on account of healthcare being unaffordable in this country.
Oh, we said that. We're woke. Cancel us. This one we're going to watch Rebecca and Joey duel again for the last time this arc. Spoilers. I don't give a fuck.
This might be
And
the
then Yanni.
last time we watched Joey duel, period. How does it feel? I'm looking at your face, knowing that this was Joey's last duel.
He doesn't duel at all in the next arc. Like, there's no like little thing he does.
There's
like,
no
he doesn't show,
dueling
like,
in
Gear
Millennium
Freighter.
World.
There is some dueling in Millennium World. And
There
you know
is
it.
a duel in Millennium World and one duel after.
Oh man. He kind of duels in the Dark Side Dimension, I think.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? His last duel in the manga is technically him getting blown to bits by Merrick. So I guess
That's a better
no. This
duel.
is not better.
No, that's an
Yeah, this is not
enjoyable
better.
duel.
Yeah, it's actually a very fun duel. I love that duel. I think it was in my. I forget. I'm not gonna go back and try and say that was my. It might have been my top 5.
It might have been my number 1 for Battle City.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to listen back and do a whole nother episode on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when we do the Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm
Rewatch
sad.
podcast rewatch.
Yeah, where we listen to our
The Kuribro Bros.
recaps, and we go, wow, we fucking suck.
Yeah, what was our best episode covering Duel's Kingdom and Battle City?
Let us know. Let us know.
I think I said the wrong series for Joey's Duel. Regardless, we're a little fried, so we're going
sad.
to try to get this done. I will take us away.
I'm so sad now because of Joey.
Yeah? Are you
I'm
sad
really
because
sad now.
that's it?
That's it. Because here's the thing. I've established Joey is actually one of my favorite characters in the series. Like, I really do like Joey. And so which is why I get really mad when they like mischaracterize him as like a hot like he's hot like there are these traits
he
of
rushes
him.
into stuff, but like he's not an idiot.
Not as much as like you'd like to believe.
He knows what his strengths are and he plays to them.
Like, there's a little bit of idiot kind ofness in it, but like it's more of like lovable ignorance, and this is just hot-headed arrogance, and he's not really arrogant. He's ignorant, but he's not arrogant, if that makes sense. So it's frustrating when they kind of like don't understand his character. And then, sorry, I know we want to get into this, but like the whole Taya aspect in this arc has been really frustrating. She has been literally devoted to girl who loves Yugi, and I can't stand that.
That's what they're just doing with every girl in this arc.
Yet you're right. I forgot. It is like every single girl with more than like 5 lines is in love with Yugi apparently. So all right.
Well, there are only 3 of them, so
Yep. Get started. We'll move on.
episode 189. Also, last time I believe I said we'd cover 4 duels in 4 episodes. I was wrong, and it's actually 5, technically.
Wait, 5 episodes. I was like, there's 5 duels? I'm like, well, not really.
No, there's
Wait.
There's the one we're about to have. When I was going to spoil it, which is Rebecca versus Vivian. And at the end of that, there is Rex and Weevil versus Sieg.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And then we have
That's
the Joey duel, and then we have the other duel with Rebecca or other duels with Rebecca and Vivian. So that's 5.
Look at you. You gave us more for more.
Yep, I did this. I'm
This is
responsible for this part of Yu-Gi-Oh! History.
Why would you do it? Why would you do this to us?
For the glory of Satan, of course.
Literally.
Episode opens up with a recap of why the gang are here, getting plane tickets so they can go back to Japan by participating in the Grand Prix, and we see a little bit of Joey's duel with Grandpa. Now, post-duel, Mokuba clues the gang in on the second block of duels beginning, and it's Rebecca versus Vivian Wong, aka Dollar Store Chun-Li. Grandpa throws out his back on account of being old, and Professor Hopkins stays with him while everyone else goes to cheer for Rebecca. We cut from this to Rex and Weevil, who are creeping around, and they assault one of the duelists in the bathroom and take his clothes. I don't remember the name of this guy. No one does.
This sounds familiar, though. This sounds like a familiar bit in a much better anime. Well,
Yeah,
a
he
much
was
better
whichever one
anime.
was like wearing like the full robe, and they try to like do the thing where the kids stack themselves on top of each other in a trench coat on account of Rex and Weevil being 3 foot tall each.
Trunks and Goten.
That's the one. Rebecca and Vivian are getting ready to duel, and we learn Vivian's one personality trait of just being boy crazy, because she says some stuff about wanting to duel against Kaiba or Yugi and becoming like the dueling best couple in the world. This sucks.
The girls are fighting.
They sure are, man. The duel begins with Vivian going first and summoning Kung Fu Nyan Nyan, because we don't have enough just stereotypes for the Chinese going here.
And just kind of like to interject on that one. Don't they look like even more like generically anime than they do like actual like Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Yes.
Like you noticed that, right? Like they look like they're like in Fruit Basket or some shit.
Yeah, they are. Even like Rebecca's monsters look like they didn't get like as much attention as a Yu-Gi-Oh monster should.
Oh my god. What's it called? The one Luster Dragon.
Yep. Luster Dragon, the red one.
The thing they call it Ruby Dragon.
Yep. It's just
Oh,
Luster
we'll get
Dragon,
there.
but we call it red.
But they it's just like paint filled it red.
Yep.
Or changed. All right, move on.
Nyan Nyan has 1,700 attack points, and Vivian passes turn. Rebecca plays Graceful Charity, drawing 3, discarding 2, summons Fire Princess in attack mode, sets 2 cards, and passes. The gang arrive to watch at this time, and there's a bit about Yugi being popular with the ladies, and it's not a good bit. Vivian's turn, Nyan Nyan's effect activates, which lets it gain 300 attack points if it did not attack on the previous turn, so now it has 2,000 attack. She summons Master Qianxi in attack mode and attacks Fire Princess with Nyan Nyan, but Rebecca responds by activating Gravity Bind, which has the effect of preventing monsters higher than level 3 from attacking, but I don't think this would stop an attack already in progress, so I believe it's a misplay. Vivian passes turn, her attack having been stopped, I guess.
I guess. I fucking guess.
During Rebecca's standby phase, the effect of Marie the Fallen activates in her graveyard, which was put there by Graceful Charity, so she gains 200 life points. Gaining life points causes Fire Princess's effect to activate, which deals 500 damage to Vivian. Rebecca sets 1 card and passes. We get a brief shot of Kaiba monitoring the duels in progress and thinking about how he got hacked before. He suspects the hacker is one of the duelists and orders more thorough background checks on all of them. Back in the duel, it's Vivian's turn, and she plays Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy the Gravity Bind, but Rebecca responds with Imperial Orders, which prevents spell effects on the field. But before that resolves, she activates her own set Scapegoat, and due to the way chaining sequences are done, the Scapegoats are summoned, then Imperial Orders is put into effect, then MST is stopped. Yay.
It's rough. This is
Yeah.
rough.
Vivian summons Gyakugaier Panda and activates its effect of gaining 500 attack for each monster on Rebecca's field, going up to 3,300 attack. And since it is a level 3 monster, it can attack through Gravity Bind. Vivian has it attack a Scapegoat, and then the Panda has a piercing damage effect, so it deals damage to Rebecca to put her down to 900. Personally, I would have attacked the Fire Princess to stop the burn damage, because that's an actual strategy.
You think there's strategy in the series? At least
No,
in this
absolutely
arc.
not. 0%. Negative strategy, in fact.
There's
Do whatever makes the duel worse.
do whatever makes the duel seem exciting, but actually be fucking stupid.
Rebecca's turn, she does not pay the maintenance cost for Imperial Orders, so it is destroyed. Then she gains life points from Marie the Fallen, deals 500 damage with the Princess of Fire. Then plays Token Thanksgiving, sacrificing her 3 remaining tokens to gain 800 life points for each one, so plus 2,400 up to 3,500 life points. Wait, no, she was at 900. That should have been 33. I don't know if I did math wrong or they did. Anyway. Rebecca then summons Injection Fairy Lily, paying 2,000 life points to give it 300. Blah. Rebecca then summons Injection Fairy Lily, paying 2,000 life points to give it 3,000 more attack, and attacks the panda, destroying it, putting Vivian down to 900 life points herself. On Vivian's turn, she plays Luminous Clouds, which lets her attribute her 2 monsters to summon Dragon Lady, a level 7 monster with 2,500 attack that is not real. This not real card has the effect of being able to destroy 1 spell or trap per turn in exchange for not attacking, and she destroys the Gravity Bind with it. Vivian then plays Mystic Eruption, which deals 1,000 damage if a spell or trap was destroyed this turn, so Rebecca goes down to 500. On Rebecca's turn, the Marie/Fire Princess combo goes off, gains 200, deal 500. Rebecca then tributes her monsters to summon Guardian Angel Joan, and then plays Silent Doom to return Fire Princess to the field in defense mode. Rebecca attacks with Guardian Angel Joan, destroying the Dragon Lady. Then Joan's effect activates, which gains Rebecca life points equal to the attack of any monster destroyed in battle. Fire Princess sees the life point gain, burns Vivian for the final 500. That ends the match. Yay.
Yeah.
Everyone excited for Yu-Gi-Oh?
You know, I remember there was a point during Noah's Arc where we like had a very dejected episode where we were very like we had enough. It's amazing
we're there.
how this happened. It took 2 episodes.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's the quickest we've ever been like, ah, fuck, we're dealing with this.
Well, thank God we only have 1 more episode of the filler for us.
Thank God we got Peak coming.
Yay.
Yay.
We see another Block 2 match has ended with Sherlock Holmes guy having beaten the Cowboy. I don't remember their
Yeehaw.
names. Siegloid is preparing to duel Fortune Salim, which I guess I did write down the name of the guy, because that's the guy Rix and Weevil mugged. The Dirty Boys' disguise falls apart as they try to make their way to this duel, and the ruse is revealed. Mokuba tries to have them thrown out, but Sieg says he'll duel them anyway because they have to fill time because they're broadcasting this.
They have to keep the show on the road.
Yeah, he also says we'll make it a 2v1 because we only do those in filler, and this might be the 4th time we've done it.
In just filler?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we only do 2v1s in filler so far.
Because so there was the there was the 3v1 in Noah's Ark. There was the 2v1 in Waking the Dragons with Valen.
There's a 2v1 in Noah's Ark with Yugi and Joey versus the Big Five.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. Because
when they're in Tristan's body.
And technically, is it a 2v1? Not necessarily the 2v1 of like Yugi and Kaiba, because Yugi just came in to stand in for Kaiba, so that's not really a 2v1.
No, that's not a 2v1. And I guess it was a 4v1 in the Legendary Heroes mini arc.
I guess. I mean, those rules were a little wonky, so I don't know if you want to count that as a duel.
Yeah, regardless, we only do this in filler.
There's either double battles or single battles or battle royales in the canon.
Yeah. This duel begins with Weevil summoning Pinchhopper. He plays Eradicating Aerosol to destroy it, and then because Pinchhopper was destroyed by an effect, it lets him special summon Insect Queen from his hand. Rex summons Balloon Lizard, plays Ultra Evolution Pill, which lets him tribute it to summon Black Tyranno, and he passes his turn. On Sieg's turn, he plays the spell card Ride of the Valkyrie, which they do start, in fact, playing the song Ride of the Valkyries as the background music for this in the dub at least. And this has the effect of summoning 4 horse-riding anime girls who ride in a circle around Rex and Weevil's monsters, creating a rose-petal tornado, and once the tornado is cleared, the monsters are gone and their life points go down to 0. The episode ends.
Sure. Like, for some reason.
Yeah, they don't explain it at all. It's just like, well, they lose.
I thought I missed
it,
so I had to go back, and I was like, what happened? And then I was like, oh, nothing. Cool.
Yeah, this was
you
like
just won.
If this was like a real arc, we wouldn't like see the duel. We would just like silhouettes of Sieg's monsters, and they'd be like, oh, he took us out in one turn and blah. But then it's just like, nah.
It's an illusion to make you think the bad guy's actually strong, but he only beat the Dirty Boys, which, big whoop. Joey and Yugi did that in season 1.
Yeah, we don't have the budget to do a cutaway.
They made Siegfried so fucking German in the dub. He's like 5 stereotypes away going, oh, von Strudel, ja, wie's kommen einen, just like saying you know, some like bad actors will just like add some of the word they're trying to do an accent for. They're like, oh, one einen Dr. Pepper or something like that. It's like they're so close to doing that, but they aren't there yet. I hate it. Anyway, I'll move it on here. Let's just get on with it. So I do the Joey duel, unfortunately, but fortunately because I do like Joey. And I start with episode 190. Fuck, here we go. So the episode begins with the first round concluding with 8 duels already off the board. Leon, Joey, Siegfried, Ethan, Shark, who I don't know if you even remember that guy's name in the sub. I call this guy Harry Potter guy. Monkey Boy, Rebecca, and Sherlock Holmes guy are the remaining duelists. Joey is facing off against Siegfried, Rebecca got Monkey Boy, Leon got that Ethan guy, and the other 2 guys are facing off in a duel we probably won't really see. Spoilers, we don't. Joey is eager to take on the next duel, but Yugi reminds him that he should be taking his time to think of a strategy for his next match. Joey's getting cocky, so they are definitely setting up Joey with the L. Do we really need 2 episodes of this? Leon is all nervous about winning the whole thing and dueling Yugi, which is kind of pretty cocky for him, but he'll do it, or I don't know, probably. Joey tries to wish Siegfried good luck, but he blows him off, which makes the Joseph Nader really mad. Siegfried is being a little rude, so I kind of get why he's being a little pissed, but like, Joey, calm down. It's just a duel. The respective duels go off to their arenas and start their match. Mokuba stops Yugi as he goes to watch Joey's match, and he asks if he noticed any strange behavior coming from any of the contestants. And then he informs him about what has been happening behind the scenes with all the hacking and shit. They swear to secrecy, and Yugi mentions that he wishes this was like a fun dueling tournament for the sake of the fun of dueling, like playing a children's card game, and not having to do some high stakes and making the whole thing stressful. Mokuba says that they will find the perpetrator so they can make sure this tournament goes back to what it's truly all about, a children's card game. The friends cheer Yugi up and they head to Joey's match. We see the duelists in their arenas. Leon and Ethan are in the haunted house. Sherlock and Harry Potter are in the Kaiba Concert Dome arena. Rebecca the Monkey Boy are on a fucking Ferris wheel. And lastly, we see Joey and Siegfried in the pits of hell. Just kind of like how we are. Joey is ready to go as the gang arrives to cheer Joey on. They cut their decks and Siegfried is eye-fucking Kaiba through the cameras. Joey is very grumpy about Siegfried's conduct and wants to kick his ass as quickly as possible. In my 2 years of doing this show, I know a Joey L when I see one. The duel begins. Joey takes the first turn and realizes he has a dogshit hand and it shows on his face. He plays a face-down card and passes. Siegfried has the draw support as he plays Graceful Charity to draw 3 and discard 2. He follows up with a face-down card and passes. Everyone is perplexed by this move except for the duelist in the room of Yugi and Yami. I would mention Joey, but he's not really what he's supposed to be right now. Siegfried is back to eye fucking through the camera of Kaiba, and he decides that he's going to give Kaiba a hint as to who's been fucking his shit up. He looks at his watch, and when the clock strikes 12, all of Kaiba's shit gets fucked up. The volcano start erupting, and Mokuba is concerned as this should not be happening. We cut to Rebecca's duel where the monkey is choosing the monkey man's cards for him, and suddenly the Ferris wheel starts going significantly faster. The dome the other guys are in gets shut so they're in the dark, and the haunted house gets real fucky with the holograms and spookiness. Kaiba and his team are frantically trying to find the problem so they can get it fixed and get back to the tournament. They find the virus and are shocked after all the walls they set up before the tournament. Kaiba has a flashback epiphany moment where he remembers, now of all times, that his dad was having a dinner party, and he meets this other kid who looks exactly like Siegfried. Like, if it was just like, it's so hard to like be like, wow, that's the same kid I met like years ago in this, because he's literally in the same kind of outfit, just child version, and his hair is shorter. Everything else is the same.
We can't really blame Kaiba for just forgetting a lot of stuff from his childhood, on account of him just being abused by Gozaburo during that time.
I guess, okay, I'll say it's fair because he seems to forget a lot of things that happened in his dad's past. So
Also, doesn't want to remember on account of the abuse, and also just Gozaburo and generally sucking.
And also the filler sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can at least agree on that. I guess you're fair. You're right there. Siegfried fucks with Kaiba Corp mainframe and tells Kaiba he tinkers in his free time when he's all alone, and Kaiba should know how that feels as they break out of the flashback.
He's a little psychopath in the dub one. He's like, where Kaiba's like, man, this party's really boring. And little Zig is like, I can make this party exciting. And like all of like the power starts going. He's like, you can do it too, Kaiba, because we're the same. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your kid?
I like that better, because Kaiba doesn't even say a word in this. Joey ignores the raging fires and plays Brigadier of Landstar in attack mode and beefs him up with Landstar Shot, giving him an extra 600 attack. As he attacks Siegfried, the pink-haired pretty boy reveals a trap called Wotan's Judgment, which stops the attack and switches a magic card with the top card of his deck and shovels the magic card in his deck. Siegfried takes his turn and plays Pot of Greed, which is another draw support, to draw 2, and then plays Erda's Guidance and moves 1 card from his hand to his graveyard and 1 trap from his grave to his field and passes. Joey and the non-duelists are baffled, but Yami and Yugi are on to Siegfried. Siegfried eye-fucks Kaiba some more as Joey takes his turn, as he's pissed he's not getting eye-fucked. Siegfried gets in Joey's head some more, so Joey is more in his head as he sacrifices his monster to summon a Joey favorite of mine in Jinzo. Traps are now useless, so that trap Siegfried set is gone. Jinzo attacks directly and it connects, so Siegfried is down to 1,600 life points, which makes Siegfried mad. Siegfried makes his move and finally plays his magic card that erased the Dirty Boys from existence in Ride of the Valkyries as the episode ends. We move on to episode 191, and we pick up where we left off with Siegfried playing his Valkyries from his hand thanks to his powerful magic card. Valkyrie Zweit uses her ability to automatically destroy Jinzo. Valkyrie Erst gets Jinzo's attack strength, so she's now at 2,400 attack, and attacks Joey with his Valkyries, which makes everyone think Joey lost the duel, but Joey has a magic card. He activated the Nicotine called Hyper Refetch, which doubled his strength, causing him to be saved. Siegfried ends his turn with a face-down card, and the Valkyries leave the field and get shuffled into his deck. Kaiba's team beats the virus and gives Kaiba the okay to fix all the problems so things are okay, so we moved on from there. Mokuba goes to see Kaiba, and Siegfried hints at there's more to come. Kaiba asks his team to run another background check on Siegfried to see if this is the same goofy-looking pink-haired guy that he met before. Joey plays Swordsman of Landstar and tries to attack directly when Siegfried activates Frickos Meditation, which has him remove his Wotan's Judgment trap from play, so he takes no damage this round. Joey ends with playing what we see as graceful dice face down. Siegfried plays the magic card Niebling's Treasure to play Niebling's Ring, which equips to his Joey's Swordsman of Landstar and draws 5 cards. He then plays 3 Goddess cards, which have the following effects. Skald has Siegfried look at the top 3 cards of Joey's deck and rearrange them however he wants. Verdande has him guess the card on the top of Joey's deck and obviously chooses right, so now he has to play it face down. Erd has Siegfried guess the face down monster or remove it from play. The monster is Panther Warrior, so barred at that card. Joey takes his turn and Siegfried brings up the ring card and reveals that Landstar can attack, but he can draw another card. Also, if either of the card he drew were a monster card, he has to discard it. Knight of the Dark Dragon is now in the grave. Joey takes his turn and plays Dangerous Machine Type 6, which allows Joey to spin before each of his turns, and there's an effect depending on the result. Siegfried takes his turn, and the combo removes Goblin Attack Force and ends his turn with the face down. Joey activates his magic card and allows Joey to draw an extra card and summon Sasasuki Samurai, which gets blocked by Siegfried's Trap, which stops monsters with less than 2,000 attack from attacking. Joey then plays Graceful Dice to beef up his Samurai, but only gets a 3, so that doesn't work.
You want to be really embarrassed right now?
Why?
So you know how you just said Sasuke Samurai?
What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's like a messed up English translation. It should just be Sasuke Samurai.
Oh, they fuck it up in the dub.
I think it's supposed, like, I know the card is Sasuke, but I think it was like a thing like that because I know there are like other Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I'm pretty sure they called
time.
Sasuke in the dub, so if that's their fuck up, that's on them. Because I was like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I think that might be like an English translation of the card that they messed up, and then it carried over to the dub. Ooh. I'm not 100%, but I'm willing to bet it. I won't bet a lot.
All right, well, I'll be with you on the bet. We cut to Leon beating the shark, Rebecca beating the monkey, and who cares about the other two? I think that Sherlock Holmes. No, it's the Harry Potter guy who wins. Joey plays a card face down and ends his turn. Siegfried removes Gearfried the Iron Knight and plays the magic card Swan Maiden and summons 1 Valkyrie from his hand and attacks his samurai. But Joey plays his Silver Taller trap card and saves his monster. Siegfried ends with a face down card. Joey plays his Dangerous Machine and gets the same effect of draw another card and plays Roll of Fate and is able to draw 6 thanks to the high roll. Joey then plays Giant Trunade, but it causes a card to activate on Siegfried's side of the field. And which, like, I was so confused by this. So it was able to cause him to activate a card, which makes him trigger another card to summon Valkyrie Broomhilda, and then she gets a boost from the monsters on the field. And then Joey sacrifices Landstar to summon maximum 6 and rolls a 6 to add 1,200 attack points thanks to the effect. Joey then also plays his Star Blaster magic card to sacrifice that Samurai card to roll for a monster of a level combined with the Samurai whatever he rolls, which is 5, so you can summon a level 7 monster and summons Red Eyes Black Dragon. Maximum 6 tries to destroy Siegfried's Valkyrie monster, but she stays on the field and loses 1,000 defense points. Siegfried still takes the damage though. Joey tries with Red Eyes and leaves Siegfried with 100 life points. I guess she doesn't get destroyed. I think she doesn't get destroyed. Joey ends with playing his Dangerous Machine again and a face down. It was pretty good comeback. Unfortunately, doesn't mean much because Siegfried laughs, though, as he said he should have beaten him when he had the chance to make his move. He plays the Enchanted Sword Note Hung, or however you say it, to equip to his Valkyrie to beef her up and is able to remove his Red Eyes from play. Siegfried plays Rainbow Bridge Bifrost to beef Valkyrie for every monster from play, so she's beefed enough to win. Joey reveals a trap card called Compensation Meditation, which has Siegfried take 2 cards from his grave, shuffle it with Joey's trap, and then Joey has to pick, and if he chooses his card, he's safe. He doesn't, so he loses. Shocker. Tristan tries to mock Joey like he's better than him, so fuck that as the episode ends. And I say fuck that to the rest of that whole duel.
Yeah, Joey just loses a luck thing. The thing he wins.
Really stupid. Really dumb and really out of place. So whatever. I guess they had to have him lose to have the bad guy get through. So, let's just do a worse version of Merrick.
Yeah.
With less stakes, less emotional investment.
Matter of fact, no stakes.
And at least when Joey lost that, he could have actually won and literally lost because he couldn't keep his consciousness.
Yeah.
So it's like he would have won. It's like he would have won, but he didn't.
Well, Let's keep the stakes low and the episode short, and I'll take us right in episode 192. Yeah.
I will say, Vivian is much more annoying than Rebecca. Rebecca's stocks are up in this episode.
Yeah, I hate everything that has to do with Vivian in this episode.
Everything has to do with Vivian in this arc.
Yeah.
Rebecca has actually been pretty manageable. Maybe it was getting rid of the bear that really did it for me. And she mentions that in this dub.
She doesn't in the sub.
She says like, "Oh, I threw away these fairy," because like Leon plays with fairy tale monsters. Like, I threw away these fairy tales while I threw away my bear, and I'm like, good, that thing was a menace. I didn't like that bear. If you guys recall that reference.
Anyway, watch The Bear, starring that one guy from Shameless and that other guy who played the Thing, and other various actors who are all good at their craft.
There was a guy from Loiter Squad in it.
There's a guy from Loiter Squad.
Catchphrase Jones.
Catchphrase Jones. If the turtle cage is dirty, he ain't paying for it. I wonder how much overlap we have between people who want to watch a Yu-Gi-Oh! Recap podcast and people who watch Loiter Squad.
It's probably more than you think.
I mean, there's you and me, so that's already astronomically higher than it should be.
I missed that show, but shout out to Tyler, the creator, man. Still great.
Yeah. Anyway, episode 192 opens up with Kaiba getting an update on Sieg's background check while he gets a duelist history from the guy. He found nothing on his personal information. The squad all go to cheer for Rebecca in her next match, but Professor Hopkins comes to tell them that Grandpa is missing, having disappeared from the hospital. The gang tells the professor to go cheer for Rebecca while they go look for Grandpa. At Rebecca's duel, we see she's facing off against Leon, but there's no time for that because we need to see shots of the Friendship Squad running around the amusement park looking for Grandpa before they hear an announcement about a lost guest that fits Grandpa's description having been found. The squad go to where they heard he was, but only find a map of Kaibaland, Chinatown, with an X on one of the buildings on the map. The paper of the map also has a panda design because we don't have enough stereotypes thrown at us yet. Don't worry, gets worse.
You're telling me.
Oh, it gets so much worse. The semifinals begin, and Rebecca is first, and she does the exact same thing as her duel with Vivian: Graceful Charity, discard Marie the Fallen, discard 2 cards, summon Fire Princess, set Gravity Bind, pass. Leon's turn, he summons Forest Wolf and attacks the Fire Princess, but instead of being just destroyed, it is put into the wolf's stomach. Gross.
Disgusting.
Also, it's level 3, which is why she didn't activate Gravity Bind. Leon's cards are all fairy tale themed, so the wolf is from Red Riding Hood. Leon then plays Curse of Thorns, which prevents monster effects that activate in the grave, so Marie will not trigger. On Rebecca's turn, she summons Luster Dragon, attacks and destroys the Forest Wolf, freeing the princess, then attacks directly with the princess. On Leon's turn, he summons Glyph the Phantom Bird, and I have no idea what fairy tale that's from, which on summon destroys one of Rebecca's set cards, which is Gravity Bind. Then Leon attacks and destroys Fire Princess with the bird. Leon then activates Gingerbread House before he ends his turn. On Rebecca's turn, the Gingerbread House gives Luster Dragon 600 more attack points, but Leon explains that if a monster goes over 2,500 attack points by this effect, it is destroyed, so Luster Dragon explodes. Then Leon gains 500 life points, because that's what happens when dragons eat a lot of Gingerbread House and explode. Sure.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, this is a rough one. This is really rough. Rebecca activates the Shallow Grave, which lets her and Leon each get a monster back. She gets Luster Dragon, and he gets Forest Wolf. Rebecca attributes Luster Dragon for Luster Dragon number 2, and then destroys Goliath with it. On Leon's turn, he summons Princessin, which on summon summons Pumpkin Carriage, which lets it so Princessin can't be attacked. And Princessin also equips herself with Glass Slippers, which let her attack directly. He does this with the Princessin, which then the Glass Slippers aren't done being bullshit, because they then put themselves onto the Luster Dragon number 2, which weaken it by 1,000 attack points and prevent it from attacking Princessin. Leon then attacks the dragon with Forest Wolf, which eats it, and then the Glass Slippers go back onto the Princessin to give her 1,000 more attack above her base, whatever it was. Leon sets a card and passes.
Are you confused as I am, like with like these duels?
I mean, I'm annoyed.
So a little of everything, like it's because I feel like I have a hard, like I don't think anything's not very straightforward, but I still am like, it's kind of like you kind of follow it, but you're not following it.
They made a duel that plays like anytime like a cartoon does like a bit about like a Yu-Gi-Oh type thing, where it's like, oh, I played this and it does that thing, and then it's like, oh, well, I already had this effect, so with you do that, then that means this happens. And they're like, what if we did that in the show? And I was like, hey, it sucks.
Hey, it's bad when they do it, but at least they can get away with it.
Yeah, at least they're doing a bit. You're making it you're trying. You tried and did this.
Like, they're, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh boy. Rebecca's turn. She plays Tribute to the Doom, discarding a card to destroy the Forest Wolf, freeing Luster Dragon number 2. She then plays Stamping Destruction, getting rid of the Gingerbread House, deal 500 damage to Leon. She attacks, but Leon activates a set Mirror Force, destroying the dragon instead. Rebecca passes, and Leon attacks directly on his turn. We see Sieg has beaten the no-name whatever he was up against in his match, and the Friendship Squad arrive at the spot the map led them to, but we don't get to see what it is as the episode ends. I'm just going to keep going and try and make this short. Episode opens with a gong being run as the Friendship Squad find themselves in a restaurant where they're confronted by Vivian. I ignored a lot of this in my notes, but I feel like I'm just going to tell you guys. There's a bit where she's like on the 3rd floor and then like jumps down, but they're like, why is she descending so slowly? And like Grandpa's like lowering her with a rope like they do in Kung Fu movies. And it's like a Chinese restaurant. I didn't
catch that. Oh, that's terrible. That's even worse than I thought.
That racist song that plays when people want to imply something is very Chinese has been playing on and off whenever she is on screen. You know the one.
Okay, so yeah,
everyone knows the one.
They didn't do that in the dub.
Oh, thankfully. How kind of them.
I guess Japan can get away with it a little more than the white guys.
Yeah, we learned that Vivian knows the ancient Chinese act of acupressure, because she had found Grandpa in the hospital and like found a pressure point in his back and fixed him. And then he was
because all Chinese people know that.
Yeah, and then she was like, well, you're going to help me with my schemes or whatever in exchange for your back. And she's like, I want to duel Yugi. And Yugi's like, I don't want to fucking do that. And she's like, fine. She unacupressures Grandpa's back. She's like, if you don't duel me, I'm going to let this old man just have scoliosis. And he's like, fuck, fine, I'll do it.
You could just call the police. This is elder abuse.
Yeah.
They could just, they have a charge. There are 5 witnesses.
Yeah.
6 witnesses, if you count Grandpa, who's clearly in pain.
Yeah.
This is the one time I advocate for police use.
Yeah, back in a duel with less racist undertones or overtones. Rebecca plays Pot of Greed, then summons Witch of the Black Forest and uses it to destroy the pumpkin carriage. Leon has Prinzessin destroy the witch, which lets Rebecca add a monster from her deck to her hand, which is the Ruby Dragon, which is Luster Dragon, but instead of being blue, it is red.
I just realized something. Maybe I'll just wait till the end, sorry.
I mean, if you just realized it, we should, share, because that's what learning is about, sharing our findings as they come to us.
I just realized the theme of Leon's deck and what's to come later, and why like he has the deck he has.
Yeah.
And like what the relation is.
Yeah. He plays Tom Thumb, which I don't know that fairy tale, so I don't care. And sets a card. Rebecca summons the Ruby Dragon, which is like Luster Dragon, but it's worse. Then activates Dragon's Gunfire, destroying Prinzessin, and before the dragon attacks Tom, Leon activates Negate Attack, which stops the attack. Rebecca sets 2 cards and passes. Leon activates Giant's Training, which tributes Tom Thumb, to summon Globerman, which I also don't know what the fuck that one is. Globerman's big. It destroys the Ruby Dragon. Rebecca uses Rope of Life, brings it back, then activates Adamantine Sword Revival, which is the same combo that she did with Duke when she fought Valen, which I only remember that because that episode just came out at the time we're recording this. And I'm pretty sure that was Duke's card, but now it's her card. So I guess they are buds and they pass, like, chair cards.
Yeah, they traded.
And also Duke is still, like, calling her Becky in this, which I think is cute.
Oh, they don't do that, and they don't even have little fun things with the filler people.
Damn.
Well, Duke's not a filler person, but
he kind of is.
No, he's with the crew. He's with the crew in the manga. He's there. He's a boy. He's a homie.
Yeah. Anyway, she has the Diamond Head Dragon now. Yay. Sadly, we now have to go to the Pharaoh and Vivian duel, which has thankfully been happening off screen because Pharaoh already has like Dark Magician out, and she has the same 2 monsters she had out versus Rebecca. The Friendship Squad are eating the Chinese buffet while the duel's going on. God damn it!
It's actually my favorite moment of the like. This is actually like one of my favorite Cheer Squad moments. Like them just like kind of like they're like wide-eyed, just like focus in a gaze, like they're YouTube kids eating dinner.
Gross.
It's kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I want to do that. Like I'd watch more duels if there was food just in front of me and I could just eat.
They combine Yu-Gi-Oh with Fighting Food-Ons, a show I'm the only person who remembers.
There's Food Wars.
That's Sure. There are food
That's
archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh.
There are. That's very true. There's
the novellas, which built off of the Hungry Burger. So now they have a whole restaurant line.
Yeah, the hamburger recipe ritual spell.
Yeah. Now we have like
demon.
Fish recipe and meat recipe.
Whoa.
It's not a demon. Hungry Burger's a warrior because he's a hungry boy.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
I have that card somewhere.
Everyone should have a Hungry Burger.
I'm a hungry burger.
Oh. Anyway, Vivian does the exact same thing she did in her duel with Rebecca, playing the Luminous Clouds card, tributing Nyan Nyan and Qianxi to summon the Dragon Lady, equipped with Lightning Saber to make it stronger than Dark Magician, attacks, destroys the Dark Magician. Then Lightning Saber lets her make another attack by having the attack power of the equipped monster, so she does that. Pharaoh summons Big Shield Gardna, sets a card, Vivian attacks, Pharaoh activates Mirror Force, Vivian responds with Snowfall Sword, which negates the Mirror Force due to whatever condition she fulfilled. Garden is destroyed. Vivian plays Flying Dragon Whirl, which is a quick play card, which lets her send 4 dragons from deck to grave to give Dragon Lady 1200 more attack. She goes to the finish, but the People's Champion Kuribro is here, trying to save the duel because he can't save the episode, and being discarded to prevent the battle damage.
You saved the episode a little for me.
A little bit. Pharaoh plays Skilled Dark Magician, then plays Pot of Greed to draw 2 cards, then Emblem of Dragon Slayer to return the Buster Blader we didn't know was in his graveyard to his hand. He then plays Monster Reincarnation to return Dark Magician from the grave to the deck. Is the Reincarnation a rebirth? I don't know. It's whatever did that.
It was Monster Reincarnation.
That's the one. Now that Pharaoh's played 3 spell cards, the Skilled Dark Magician has 3 spell counters, so he uses its effect, tributing it to special summon a Dark Magician from the deck, then plays Polymerization, fusing it with Buster Blader to make Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin gains 2,000 attack points from all the various dragons Vivian just sent to the graveyard. So the Pharaoh attacks Dragon Lady and gets the win. This is an insult to have Dark Paladin have to show up for this duel.
Yeah, but I was pretty high. The Grand Championship stocks went way up now.
The Friendship Squad now arrive for Rebecca's duel as she attacks Globerman with her dragon, destroying it before setting Dragon's Rage and passing. On Leon's turn, he plays Gold Moon Coin, which gives Rebecca all the cards in his hand, 1, and then he draws that many cards. Leon draws and plays 100-Year Awakening, which tributes his Curse of Thorns card to summon Thorn Princess. Thorn Princess on summon takes control of the Diamond Head Dragon, which Leon uses to attack directly and end the duel. We see Kaiba has found the information he was looking for on Sieg. Episode ends. Thank God.
Finally, thank God, we're out here.
I'm free!
Not yet. Next episode will be free.
Fuck! We said at the start of this episode, these episodes suck.
Yeah.
That's the recap.
Yeah, that's the recap. So I mean, like to get into it a little bit.
Must we?
There's not, well, I mean, we have to talk about it. We have to have some sort of decorum here. We have to have some sort of structure. So we have to say
they
some
didn't.
Stuff. They said nothing, and that's kind of the point, isn't it? It's just like you can make good filler, and you're not even trying. It's really showing you're not even trying here. They really thought you could get us by with 14 some odd episodes of filler. Some throwaway villain who's not even memorable in the slightest, and trying to save it with a twist we will come through at the end, which I think spoiled a little bit already. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. It's stupid. So yeah, these were very frustrating to get through. I didn't think I'd actually have like a hard time getting through 5 episodes before like this. I really thought Noah would be my limit, but this has actually we're 2 Kuribros episodes into this, and I'm so glad we only have 1 more before we actually get to peak. And I'm so glad that I know the next arc we're covering, because we're not doing Capsule Monsters. Because I think, I'm so glad we decided to not do that, because I think if we had to do another somewhat episodes of shit, I think I might quit the show.
Yeah.
Not seriously, but like it feels like I have a limit, and I'm glad we did decide to not do that, because it fucking sucks. Whatever, something Alexander the Great, and we're actually getting to some of the best material in the series, period. So I think that's the only thing holding me together. So moving on, we have to do the end of this, which is basically Kaiba versus Siegfried, because Kaiba's going to confront Siegfried on the, oh, hey, you're hacking my shit. We're not going to make Leon duel you. I'm going to duel you. And then Yugi's going to duel the victor of that, which is Leon. That's not the twist, I guess, but Kaiba beats Siegfried. I don't care. There's your spoiler. We'll talk about it next episode. Maybe that duel will be more interesting. Maybe the Yugi duel will be interesting. Maybe we'll actually get something that worth talking about in this. But other than that, do you want to move on to your socials?
Yeah, twitch.tv/PhoenixFarts, youtube.com/PhoenixFarts, casual gameplay. The only thing I do on a regular basis is watching and recounting duels on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Upload same day. Come by for a good time, not a long time. Unless I absolutely lose my mind and just record for 8 hours straight Yu-Gi-Oh! Matches, which would be 7 hours and 30 minutes of malice. And I don't know, is Fiendsmith still around? Probably. Andy doesn't know what those words mean, but there they are.
Those sure are words that you said.
Yeah, where are you at on the internet?
I'm on Instagram, art by Poppa, POPPA_. And then if you want to find me on a site that I'm a little more active on with my art, it is Poppa, same spelling, -art on Tumblr. You can also find us at Kuribros at Kuribros or on Instagram, or the _Kuribros on Twitter, and the Kuribros on YouTube. But that's really it. Signing off. My name's Andy.
I'm Phoenix.
Giddy up and goodbye.
Och, mein Gott, they have Dueling Monster.
Oh, eine Spartan scheißen.